What's up, YouTube Nation? It's your girl Nikki V, and in today's video I'm going to be working with the Jaclyn Hill palette. So let's get started. So right here I'm dipping into the color Creamsicle, and I'm going to be using that as my transition color, my crease color, and I'm just packing that on the outer corner of my eye and then dragging that into the inner corner of my eye, blending outwards and then upwards towards my brow bone. So I did do my brows off camera and I used some concealer to set my lid area. If you guys want to see me do my brows, let me know. Definitely leave a comment down below and I can definitely include that into my video, or I can do a video with just my brows alone. Now I'm going to be taking a smaller blending brush and I'm going to be packing the color Pukey in the outer corner of my eye and then keeping it really tight in my crease area and then bringing that towards the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm taking a clean blending brush, and this brush is the Estee Lauder Blending Shadow Brush in number 25, and I'm just gonna blend those two colors out so it's nice blown out and nice and blended. So right here I'm doing the same thing to this eye as I did to the other eye, keeping that color Pukey right on my outer corner V area and packing it on so I get a nice intense color, and then with the remaining of that product dragging it inward into my inner corner of my eye, and then going ahead and taking that blending brush from Estee Lauder and blending out any harsh lines. So now I'm going in with the same brush that I used to place Pukey and picking up the color Jax and placing that on the outer corner V area and keeping it really tight, trying to make sure the color doesn't go anywhere else. I really want to focus on that main spot right there and then just lightly blending upward. Now with my Estee Lauder brush, I'm just going to go in and blend again and make sure there's no harsh lines. So right here you see me dipping back into the color Jax, and I'm just placing that in the same spot I put it before. I just want to build up the intensity. I lost a little bit of it when I was blending. And again, going in with my Estee Lauder brush and just making sure everything's nice and blended. So right here I'm going in with concealer and I'm going to cut my crease, but I'm only going to go halfway. So that's what you see me doing right here, just outlining my crease area and then just bringing over the concealer and making sure it's a nice cut crease. The brush I'm using to cut my crease is just a small concealer brush. Most of the brushes I am using in this video are ordered from Amazon, and then I have a couple of name brand. Next, I'm going into the color SBN, and I am going to be placing that all over the lid where I cut the crease. And the brush I'm using is just a regular flat eyeshadow packing brush. And again, just making sure everything's nice and blended. Next, I'll be dipping into the color Mocha, and I'm going to be placing that on my outer V and dragging it inward towards the color SBN and making sure that's all blended. I just wanted to make sure I kept it on my outer V area as well. I wanted to deepen it, giving me a more smoky eye look. Here I'm just taking that brush that I used to pick up Pukey and Jax, and I'm just blending out Mocha and just making sure it's nice and blended and smoky. Next, I'm taking Stila's Magnificent Metal Liquid Eyeshadow in the color Smoldering Satin, and I'm placing that on top of the SBN that I put down. And again, just making sure everything's nice and blended. Next, I'm going in with black liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to create a really dramatic wing. This eyeliner is from Essence. It's called Super Precise Eyeliner in the color black, and it really does help that I have the tape right there right now, because it's going to give me this nice sharp wing that I am looking for. So off camera, I'm going to do my other eye, and I'm going to apply falsies, and I will be removing the tape, so I'll be right back with that. So right now I'm going in with foundation, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wearing Illuminating Foundation, and it's in the color Nude Beige, and yeah, it's not my color. So like halfway through it, I said I'm stuck with it and I'm just gonna keep going. So it looks really, really white. And at one point, after I apply all this on my face and realize I look like Casper the Friendly Ghost, I decided that I needed to add my Wet n Wild foundation, and this is the Photo Focus foundation, and this color is in Desert Beige, which helped a little bit. So once I go in and contour and use bronzer, I'm going to bring back warmth to my face, and it's all going to look good. But yeah, here I am putting on the Wet n Wild foundation, and now I'm looking a little bit more normal. Next, I'm going in with e.l.f. Cosmetics Hydrating Camo Concealer in the color Medium Sand, and I'm going to be applying that in my under eye, on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin area. And then I'm just taking my beauty blender from e.l.f. and I'm just going to be blending that all out. And that's just going to brighten up my under eye area, conceal any dark circles that I have, and highlight certain points of my face that I want to be highlighted. Next, I'm going to be taking my dampened beauty blender and I'm going to be dipping into my loose powder. And this powder is from Aerosponge and it is in the color Translucent. And I'm going to set that under my under eye area just to brighten it up a little bit more. And I'm going to be also baking it so it's nice and set and it's not going to crease or go anywhere. Next, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation and I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Press Powder. And the color, I don't have it right now, but once I do find out what color this is, I will let you guys know. Next, I'm going to go in and contour my face and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the color Rich Ebony, and I'm going to be using that as my cream contour. I'm taking this flat kabuki brush that I believe I got off of Amazon, and I'm just going to be blending that all out and working it towards my ear. And then once I have it all blended out right there, I'm going to bring it towards my mouth. Again, you're going to see me put 2 dots, working that upward towards the ear and then up towards my cheekbone, and then dragging it towards my mouth. I do work in sections with the concealer because it does set really fast, so I tend to work in sections. Now you just see me grabbing my e.l.f.'s Beauty Blender and just making sure that's all blended out. Now I'm going in with bronzer, and I am using the Laura Geller New York bronzer in Baked Bronze and Brightening in Medium. And I'm just going to be taking that in the same spots that I contour, on my forehead, underneath my chin. Next, I'm going to be contouring my nose, and I'm using the bronzer to contour my nose, and the brush that I'm using is my Luxie 207 angled blending brush. As you guys can see, now that I put bronzer on my face and some cream contour, I have brought back warmth to my face, so me putting on that pale foundation doesn't look so bad now does it? So here I'm taking my loose powder and taking my beauty blender, and I'm just cleaning up my contour and my bronzer. I'm going to be also cleaning up the contour on my nose. Next, I'm going to be taking a smudger brush and I'm going to be dipping into the palette again, and I'm going to be picking up that color Mocha and pressing it against my lower lash line, dragging that into the inner corner of my eye. Then with a small blending brush, I'm going to be going in with the color Jax, and I'm going to be blending those 2 colors out. Right here, that's going to give me a nice smoky under eye, and that's the look I'm going for. Now I'm going in with a bigger blending brush, and I'm going to pick up that color Creamsicle, and I'm going to blend all those colors out just so it matches the top. I'm going to be going in with blush, and this is Phase Zero Makeup in the color Making Moves, and I'm going to be applying that with my Farrah 50F brush. And I'm going to be applying that on the highest point of my cheekbone and on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm just going to be dusting off that loose powder that I was using to clean up my contour and bake, and under my eye. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline New York Eye Studio in Blackest Black and using the brush that it came with, and I'm just going to be lining my waterline. Now I'm going to be taking my Essence mascara and applying that to the bottom of my lashes, and the mascara is called You Better Work Curl and Volume Mascara. Now I'm going in with some highlight, and I believe the highlight that I am using is called Sita London, and it's in the color Moon Dust. Not 100% sure if that's the company or if I'm even saying the name correctly, but this did come in a monthly subscription to Ipsy. But I mean, it's gorgeous. It has like this pinky undertone to it, and it is so blinding that I absolutely love it. Now with a very small precise brush, I'm going to take that highlighter and I'm going to place that in the inner corners of my eyes, just so I can make my eyes pop a little bit more and brighten up that inner corner area. So right here I'm applying more highlight on my nose. Don't ask why, I need help. I guess I'm addicted to highlight. And I'm also going to be placing it on my brow bone right here, just to give it more of a highlighted area. Now I'm taking NYX Suede Lip Pencil in the color Brooklyn Throne, and I'm just going to be overlining my lip area. Right here, I'm going to be taking my ColourPop lipstick in the color Simon Says, and I'm going to be applying that all over the lip. The reason why I am applying this lipstick is because I'm going to be applying a liquid lip, and sometimes when you apply a liquid lip to a lip that doesn't have like a cream base, it gets really dry and flaky. So I always recommend to put a lipstick underneath. The liquid lipstick that I am using is by Jolie Cosmetics, and it is in the color Fresco. And yeah guys, this is the final look right here. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so you can see more uploaded content. Thanks for watching.